Across the South Coast, live from Solent University. You're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good afternoon, it's 4 o'clock. I'm Yuvraj and welcome to Solent Sports News. A Southampton boxer is one step away from challenging for a world title fight. Royston Barney Smith won 2 European belts at the O2 in London on Saturday evening. The 21-year-old knocked out Danny Quatermain in the 10th round to win both the WBO and IBF European titles. Tilly Foreman has the story.
Bloomins and Phil Edwards are in agreement. They both scored the same 100 to 88. All for your winner by unanimous decision and new IBF and WBO European Super Featherweight Champion, Sugar Boy Royston Barney Smith.
The fight between Royston Barney Smith and Danny Quatermain had been a highly anticipated meeting between both boxers after it was originally scheduled to take place during Ryan Garner's headline fight in July at Bournemouth International Centre. However, Barney Smith had picked up some injuries in the lead-up to this clash, which led to the fight being postponed till last Saturday evening at the O2 Arena. Fans from all over the country made their way to London to watch a night of boxing, with the main headline being Joseph Parker and Fabio Wardley. But as for local Southampton superstar Barney Smith, it was an incredible night for success, as he won the IBF and WBO European titles. Dan George is a BBC Sport journalist who was at the O2 Arena.
It's a tough fight for Royston. He's someone that we've been aware of for a while now in terms of what he's been doing, how he's just been knocking over all these journeymen, looking really good whilst doing it. And for someone so young, he's got so much ability. And yeah, this was kind of advertised as the first big step up for him, an opportunity to test himself against someone that's been around a bit more, holds titles that will give him a world ranking. And yeah, it was always going to be a tough fight, but to be honest, at moments he made it look easy.
Royston Barney Smith is a boxer who everyone should keep an eye out for, as his future is looking very promising, as he has the opportunity to train alongside top boxing professionals.
Is the football world risking being left behind? With the modern day being more welcoming and accepting than ever before towards the LGBTQ community, we are yet to see any top-flight male footballers come out, and barely any in the lower leagues. Solent Sports Pride team are currently trying to break this mold. Their sole purpose is to ensure that football really is a game for everyone. Connor Wilstead has the story.
I am hopeful that, maybe next year, the year after, we do have, maybe a top-flight Premier League footballer that is able to come out and live his life as a gay, active UK footballer.
That was Jake Daniels, England's only gay professional footballer, in a sport that constantly preaches this for everyone. Is it really as inclusive as they make out? Well, a local team recently set up called Solent Sports Pride are all about breaking down this barrier to bring football back to its roots of being a people's game, so we went to find out more about them. In the heart of Portsmouth, you will find Havant and Waterloo FC. But today, it's not Eagles you see playing. Instead, it hosts Solent Sport Pride vs Leicester Wildcats for the GFSN trophy. Just outside the stadium is a big white sign showing that they're supported by the Premier League. And to the right of that, a massive yellow and blue spray-painted badge with an eagle. Hey, you're right. Can I grab a bottle of Coke and one of the roll-over hot dogs, please?
Yeah. Is that everything?
Yeah, that's perfect, thank you.
That'll be $6.50.
Perfect. Now we just wait for the turnstiles to open. Cheers, thank you very much.
No worries.
On the seats, you can see the 3G pitch, which has been well looked after. Around the stadium, you can see multiple sponsors, ranging from Papa John's to HPS to even Rollover Hot Dog. To my left, the Hawks Community Youth sign. They are the official grassroots club of Havant and Waterloo FC. To my right, you can see the dugouts. Both sets of players getting ready to make a difference and getting ready to be part of this community. Straight ahead, you can see the skate park, where multiple people are running around, still showing that sense of community. And to my right, you can see the housing estate, where the stadium is placed in between. Even from the stands, you can see just how much this game means to everyone involved, for the players and especially for the Solent Sports captain, Amber.
Saved my life multiple times. It means a lot. It's a great mental health ratio aspect. Didn't really have a lot of friends, and now have multiple friends, and I think football's a place that can bring everyone together.
While on the pitch, everyone comes together and forgets everything else in life. Off the pitch, issues are still very much arising, but this team contributes to offer a safe space, and no one agrees more than one of their fans, Susan.
I absolutely love it because anybody can play, no matter who you are or where you're from or whatever your sexuality is, it doesn't matter. Everybody is included, and I absolutely love it. They need a lot more like this. There's a lot of people out there that needs places like this, that they'd feel safe to go and play, that just to be themselves of who they are, and it needs to go forward, it needs to go far, because this lot, they do amazing stuff, and it's brilliant. I love it.
As the full-time whistle blows, Solent Sports Pride stand victorious. But it brings us back to our question. Yes, there is some inclusivity in grassroots football, but that isn't enough. This needs to be given a bigger platform and supported more. And if Solent Sports continue to make waves with their Pride team, it won't be long until their story gains traction and support they really deserve. This was more than about winning today. It was about destroying stereotypes, creating a sense of community, and having a chance to be who you really are, and to be accepted. And all of this becoming possible thanks to the beautiful game that we call football.
Now it's Halloween week, and while most of us are looking for scares in haunted houses or horror films, one of Southampton's eeriest legend is much closer to home. Yuvraj went to the St. Mary's Stadium to explore the mysterious story of the so-called St. Mary's curse.
Well, I'm not a big believer in curses, but I know that the stadium was built on the site of an ancient burial ground.
Halloween is upon us, and I'm standing outside what's arguably the most haunted place in Southampton, the home of the Saints, St. Mary's Stadium. It's 10:30 p.m. The floodlights are off, the city's asleep, and there isn't a single soul walking on the road. In front of me is Mr. Southampton, Sir Ted Bates' statue, the man who built this club's soul, still watching over it in the dark. The story goes back to 2001. Southampton FC had just left the Dell, their beloved old home, for this modern new stadium, St. Mary's. But almost as soon as they arrived, something felt off. They couldn't win a home game, and the whispers began.
When results didn't go very well, people started to put two and two together and come up with the conclusion that maybe the site was cursed.
To understand what happened next, I met someone who knows every corridor and every story this ground's ever held. Tina Croucher from the Saints Foundation and the club's tour guide.
So they had somebody like a witch doctor who came to the ground to try and exorcise whatever they thought was in the pitch, stopping them from winning.
Everyone's heard the rumours. I wanted the facts, so I talked to Saints historian David Bull. He told me what really happened after the witch performed a ritual.
And the Saints manager, Gordon Strachan, said, quotes, "When it came off the post, you start believing in religion again," unquote. And then he said, the pagan princess was so good that she can come and take training for the next 2 weeks.
But there's another angle to the St. Mary's curse, one that isn't about witches or rituals.
When Southampton announced they were building that stadium, people say that Portsmouth fans came onto the site and somehow managed to bury some Portsmouth football kit underneath the area where the St. Mary's Stadium was. I think that's where this curse thing has come from.
Maybe the curse was lifted years ago, or maybe it still lingers in the corner of this ground. But between belief and bad luck, a few strange stories refuse to die. This is Yuvraj from Solent Sports Radio. Have a happy Halloween. That's all from us for today. We'll be back next week from 11 a.m. Remember, you can keep up to date 24 hours a day on our website, which is solentsportsnews.com. From all of us here, goodbye.